I buy large sheets of cardboard at a box supply place near where I live. And these are generally about 5 feet tall and about 3 feet wide, and then I cut them down to what I need. Now, for this, how many are you going to need? A lot. Start with Start with 4 sheets. I'm going to do 3 sheets of craft cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11. So what you do, your first cut is at 7.5. And that's 1 inch. Next cut is at 6.5. And 5.5. 4.5, 3.5. Aren't you just so happy that you decided to watch this? Yay! 2.5, 1.5, and 1. And then what you have is 8 1-inch strips. And this 1/2 inch thing, pitch it. Just throw it away. And with this trimmer, I don't know about your trimmer, but with this one, I can cut through 2 thicknesses without any kind of a problem. So, I have 6.5. 5.5. That's a good amount to start with. Alright, the next step. Okay, my Martha Stewart scoreboard. I'm going to score each one of these strips at 1/2 inch. So what I have found that works best for me is to stick my index finger right there, hold the paper still, and put my index finger there to hold it, and then I can just shoot right past my finger. If I try to hold it with 2 fingers here, this finger gets in the way, and then I have a skip on the back. So just keep your one finger, just hold it down. This goes pretty fast. Okay, there's the last one. Now, why am I having to do this right now? Hey, it's done and it's out of the way, and I'll tell you why. When you're putting your pieces together, you don't want to have to all of a sudden stop and do them. Now they're all finished and they're all ready to go, so you can measure what you're going to need and put it on, and bing bang boom, it's done. Have your tools and your supplies ready. Do I do that all the time? No. Most of the time I wing it, and then that's when I say crapazoid. Okay, I'm going to keep with the size that I have been making. A box that's 6 1/8 by 9.5. This cardboard has a bow in it because it's been standing on its end and it's kind of twisted. But that's okay. That's all right. And it has a little bit of a water stain here. See, there's nothing underneath it. But this is all right. I can use it because I'm going to be strengthening it with these things. All right, now I have to find a side that has a good straight edge. I do not want to start with this end because it's got some wonky divots and whatever. This is not a good end to start with. I want to have an end that's straight. And so, finding an end to start with, I am going to make this box 6 inches wide by 9 inches long. So I'm going to start with the 9 inches. Let's see. How about, let's make it 9 1/4. So I'm going to mark at the 9 1/4 mark there, and on this top side. I'm going to move up 9 1/4. I forgot to do the other side. I do that frequently. And then the last one at 9 1/4. Okay. Now you can use this ruler to connect your dots. Connect your line, and then you have your pencil line on there. This is 9 1/4 inches. And then what you'll do next, you'll get your metal straight edge and your craft knife, and you'll put your ruler, your metal edge, on the pencil line. Put the knife right up against the metal ruler thing, and you've got to hold firm pressure on this metal ruler deal so it doesn't move on you. And you'll need to make a couple of passes to get through. And this is why you need to have some kind of protective thing underneath your cardboard. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish. I got to turn it this way. I find it a little difficult to cut from the side. Alright, so now we'll just finish the cut through. Alright, it's stuck up here at the top. It doesn't want to come off. So don't tear it. Just get up in there and work it loose. 9 1/4 inches wide. And you can write on this all you want, because it's going to be covered over with paper. Oh, what do you know? I got that straight all the way across. So this is 9 1/4. Okay. Now, the 6 inches. Now we're going to make the 6-inch marks. Where's my pencil? There it is. And then with this, we'll cut on that line that I just drew. Make sure to hold really firm pressure on this thing as you're going. You don't want it to slip on you. It'll not only get your lines wrong, but you could cut yourself. Okay, so this is 6 inches wide. Okay, so now I'll mark this. And this is 6 inches. Alright. So there is your 9 1/4 by 6. This is your box bottom. Now what we need to do is construct the 2 sides and the front and back. So 4 3/4. So we're going to need to make 2 sides. 4 3/4 inches tall by 9 1/4 inches wide. All right. Oh, man. 4 3/4. Okay. So I'm going to do 4 3/4. Now don't jump ahead and do your other 4 3/4 inch measurements from here. Get this piece cut out first. And then go on, because I have been known to put the ruler on incorrectly. I've gone over the line. Alright, that's 4 3/4, and that's 4 3/4, and make a note to yourself. What's what? This will make it easier for you. Alright, now that you have this cut edge, now measure your 4 3/4. No, I don't want paper sacks because I've got a huge big roll of craft paper. Giant roll. I don't need any more stuff. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off.
Did I screw up?
Okay, now this second piece, this is just a little, no, that's 4 3/4. Alright, so now I got to mark this. And this is 9 1/4. Alright, now these are your 2 sides. These are the 2 sides of your box. Just like that. Now we're going to need to build the piece for here and here. We're going to cut them. So the bottom, the 2 sides. Now we need to measure the total distance. Of these 3 pieces, and they've got to be butted up pretty good, so you can get a decent measurement. I don't know how you're going to be able to see this, so I got to figure out how to hold that. Okay, and then you take your ruler and honey, I need your help, please. He's an awesome helper. I need you to hold this. I need to measure across. So I need your hands in there to hold these together. Where do you want?
Don't do anything. Because if you knock me off balance, I'll fall down.
There's so much crap in here.
Here.
Okay. There. Okay. So now I have to measure across from this edge here to this edge here, and that's about 6 and looks like 6 1/4. Is that about right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. I gotta write that down. 6 1/4. Okay, so these are...
Boy, it helps to be blind.
Helps to be blind, huh?
Yeah, trying to put my shoe on backwards.
Oh. Sorry. Okay, now the top measurement, this part from the bottom here up to the edge here is going to be 4 3/4. And from this side to this side is going to be 6 1/4. So now I need another piece of cardboard. I need to find a straight edge. Alright, now I'm going to measure, I'm going to start my measurements at 6 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this. Check this and make sure that it is, oh, crapazoid. Okay, this is just barely 6 1/4. I got off. And this is 6 1/4. Alright, so that means crapazoid. Okay, well, this is going to work. This is a 1/16 of an inch off from being 6 1/4. All right. All right, and then what did I say? 4 3/4. So and cut this off. So this is 4 3/4. Alright, now I need to do that again on this one. Okay. I gotta check that other one and make sure that it is 4 3/4. This piece I'm just going to throw away. I think I did. Did I check? I think I did. Yes. And yes. Okay. So this is 4 3/4. All right. And this is supposed to be 6 1/4. Okay. Okay. So now, here's your box. Here's the bottom, the two sides, the back, and the front. Okay, so there's your box.